Hi, welcome to Blindowl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to our channel. My name is Dan. I'm here in the Philippines on the Island of Bohol. Got a fire going in the termite mound oven, and I'm using my Pinkway chainsaw to cut up a big pile of wood that I gathered all around the outside of the yard. A few pieces of bamboo, a few pieces of just junk wood and stuff. I've got my parang that I made when I first got here, full tang. I've had this now for 21 years, just like the day I made it there. It's absolutely perfect knife. Right now all I've got in the fire is bamboo. Burning pretty good. I like bamboo to split up for kindling. Works real nice. But you cut the nodes off of them, and then you get the other pieces here. They split really. Look how thick that bamboo there is. That's over an inch thick. That's one of the bottom pieces. Nice to have a fire though. Got a great day today. Hot, windy. Humidity's way down because it's been so hot and dry for the last 3 or 4 days. Haven't seen any bugs at all for a couple days. Any mosquitoes, which is very strange. But like the bamboo here, now all you gotta do is hit it, and it'll split right up once you. It makes real nice kindling. All right, let the fire take back off again.
See, it's roaring in the back there.
Bamboo is a funny material though, because it burns well, and it burns just down into powder ash. Not even powder ash, kind of like a, I don't know how to even explain it, real fluffy ash like. But bamboo is an interesting material besides that, because you can cut off the top of one of the stalks and bend it down to the ground and put a can on it, and it'll fill up with water for you overnight. Not won't fill a whole can up, but it'll give you about a half a can. Do 6 or 7 branches like that, you have enough water for the day. Good, perfectly clean, it's like spring water. Another neat thing about the bamboo is, let's say you find a dead piece out in the woods, a nice brown piece laying up somewhere off the ground. Even if it's been pouring rain, it doesn't get wet because the outside of the bamboo is like a varnish, like a waterproof varnish. And some bamboo, while it's growing, you can cut a notch down towards the bottom of the ground, and a lot of those nodes are full of water. So you get some fresh water that way. It can be split up real easy for making walls and floors and stuff like that. What else do they use it for? Some places I've seen they actually make charcoal out of it. But it's kind of a cool plant because people think that it grows so fast, and it does. It'll grow, like say you cut down a big clump of bamboo, within 2 to 3 months, the clump is back here 35 to 60 feet tall, but it's not ready to harvest though. It takes I think about 2.5, 3 years of growing before it gets hard enough and ready to harvest and use. But like where we're at, in fact, right where we're at, there's a little dead river next to us that goes down to the sea. This is actually considered one of the capitals of bamboo on the whole entire island. You look at some of my old videos where I've walked down, there's just clump after clump, and the clumps are 30 feet across, 60 feet tall. Each piece is 4 inches across at the bottom. There's a lot of wood there. But they're like going down to the river from here, if you started counting them, there's probably over 1,000 of these clumps going down there that you walk between. And then we have 2 different types of bamboo. We have what we call itch bamboo and thorny bamboo. Ooh, there, you hear that? That was one of the nodes was sealed and it exploded. That's what I like doing with smaller pieces of bamboo. You get a whole bunch of the like brush, and you put them in a bonfire, and they go off like little machine guns, which is pretty cool. The itch bamboo, which is this bamboo right here, smooth sides on it. Now, as it's growing, it's covered with like little fine hairs that you touch it, and then you touch your skin, or you touch your shirt and stuff. It's just like getting into fiberglass, and you can't get that shit off you for weeks. It's just absolutely miserable. The thorny bamboo, I don't have any sitting here. There's some out. You see the bamboo out in front of you? That's thorny bamboo, and all the branches they're not really thorns, but they're little bitty short branches that are just like thorns, and they're pointy enough that they'll go right through, like your flip flops, right through your. I've had them go right through my foot completely before walking around. But that's really hard bamboo there. That's what you make framing for houses out of and stuff like that. And they use it on boats for outriggers, different things. But the itchy bamboo, that's usually used. It's usually split up for walls and flooring, stuff like that. But it's one of the big resources in a tropical area. Now, you go out in the jungle. I don't know if they have bamboo in the jungle, and I know they don't have coconut trees out in the real jungle. But coconuts and bamboo, bananas, those are some of the major resources in the tropical area, like we're right here. I'm on the 10th parallel in the Philippines on the Island of Bohol. So we're pretty close to the equator. So the sun's real intense. Always hot, never gets below 80 degrees, very rarely. But you can see that bamboo is just burning fantastic. But if I let that go and don't do anything else to it, just let it burn down to nothing, there won't be any coals in there, it'll just be powder. And you won't be able to, like say, 2 or 3 hours after it's out, you won't be able to get another fire started from it like you would with a campfire back home. There's no coals in there. So you have to keep feeding your fires all the time here. But I just kind of out screwing around. It's actually 10 degrees cooler out here by the fire than it is inside the house. The sun's out, it's windy, it's about 96, 97 degrees in the house, and it's probably 85 degrees here, 86, maybe 86, 87 degrees, but I got a big wind in my face, and I'm completely soaked sweating, so it feels fantastic. My shirts just keep me cool. But I was just kind of messing around with the chainsaw. I got this new cordless Pinkway chainsaw. It's got a little oil reservoir in it for the bar. It's got a neat little dial on the side You just loosen the two Allen wrenches there and turn that, and that tightens the chain up. Very simple to operate. It came with two batteries, two 400 or 4,000 milliamp batteries, which are the bigger batteries. And it was a good deal. It was only, I think it was only about $60. I think I got it from Amazon. $67, maybe, something like that. And around Christmas time, I got a blower. You've seen the wife use the blower before. That also came with two 4 milliamp batteries, 4,000 milliamp batteries. And I think this one's 21 volts. One of the machines is 24. And then I also have a cordless hedge trimmer, which is very handy here because I have all kinds of bushes and stuff. Really works nice. And then I bought on Lazada here, I bought two lights that clip onto the cordless batteries for when the power goes off. Very nice. The only thing that sucked is one, they had 16 LED bulbs in them. One, only 3 bulbs worked in it. The other one, all 16 worked in it. But try to send it back, they just laugh at you. They were like $6 each. They're very convenient. Oh, I know what the other thing I bought was. My wife was looking for a personal fan. You know, like the one you carry around and blow on your face. She keeps getting a rash on her neck in the heat. And I bought her a real nice one. Little turbo fan thing. Works great. She loves it. But I saw a cordless battery little mini blower that just has the handle on it with the blower on top of your hand. And I bought that. I figured I'm out doing work and stuff and I get overheated, I just take that out and blow myself down. You know, when the weather is oppressive here. I thought that worked great, and I was so surprised when I got it. It's got almost the same power as my big leaf blower does with the, you know, the tube that blows out down to the ground. Really nice. And that's fantastic for dusting off the car. I think how nice it would be for back home in Iowa when you get those nice light fluffy snows. You can just blow your whole car off in 5 minutes, and you know, it'd be fantastic. I highly recommend that. I'll get that out sometime and show you guys. But I just grew on it because you just hose yourself down with it and it cools you right down. And that's all. I believe that's also a 21 volt. Our brother-in-law Mark, he has a Craftsman that has just the handle on it and the battery below it, and it has a flashlight on top of that. That's what I was looking for, but I couldn't find anything like that. All the ones I could find were ones that mounted on top of the battery. They have no handles on them. But they're great for, like, say, put on the table when the power goes off. And I got that little blower off of Lazada, local, so it was only, I think it was 600 pesos, so $12, including postage. How can you beat that? Her little personal blower was the same price. Yeah, that's just, you should see, you can't see it very good from here. I don't know if I can zoom in from this position here or not. There we go. It's just bubbling inside there. Look at that. It's an inferno in there, guys. Get that all heated up. I put a door on there. I could bake a chicken easily in a pot. Needs a door, though. Could still cook on the fire like that, but I think that's a little too hot. So usually with good wood, you let it burn down to coals, and you scrape your... Oops, went too far. You scrape your coals to the side of the oven and put the door on. They have that big earth oven, and it works fantastic. Cooks around between 500 and 600 degrees. That's pretty nice. Great for pizza. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Take care.